Hello again, it's Bon. Zacatech is here, my Atakline for this Wednesday, May 25th, 2016. Everyone's having a good week thus far, especially here in Michigan when it's hot as heck, hot as Hades. I haven't made an Atakline in a bit. I've made an Atakline about a week or two. So a lot's happened since then, so I'll make this quick and easy. I've been on a little break from gigs for a bit. I did have one gig on Friday the 13th of this month at Club 54. It was like a last minute show. They called and they said, "You want to DJ tomorrow night?" And I said, "Okay," I did. And it was like a small little crowd. A couple crowds of girls came in. Like, there was two sets. Two sets of crowds came in. One set of crowd had a bunch of dancing girls dancing to new hip hop stuff, especially they started requesting it. Because I saw a lot of guys there, so I played some rock stuff. But then the owner was like, play top 40. Because the ladies want to dance and got them to dance a little bit. Then another set of ladies came in right before we ended around 12:30 to do a little dancing themselves. So it was a good time on Friday the 13th. I know this is my last Atakline. Saw Pat Benatar. I did have an Atakline lined up for last Monday, the 16th. But something went wrong in the editing. I recorded it and then it didn't record the whole thing. So that's why I didn't post an Atakline for a while. So that's one of many reasons. But I saw Pat Benatar May 15th with her husband, Gerald, at the Coliseum in Caesars Wednesday. Fun show. Lowered the keys to all of her songs, but we belong in the same key. But she was fantastic. For being 60 over 60, she still looked fantastic. Her husband was a great guitar player, as always. You know. And I was on the floor. And she did all the song that that people wanted to do. You know, but I was on the floor. They opened up the pit a little bit. And I got a little close, even though she didn't get to my side of the stage, but still, it's kind of cool to be that close. When you're at Caesar Windsor, they open up the pit. In front of the stage, it was like that for Styx. And it was also like that when I saw Billy Idol back in 2010. Get the floor seats because they open up the pit. That's my advice to people who go to see Caesar Windsor's show, especially if it's like a concert, not a comedy show. So it was a fun night of rock and roll. I even got stuff from the roadies after the show. I got some stuff spilled on it now. But got my first set list. I've never got a set list before. They did a Prince tribute, When Doves Cry, which is absolutely fantastic. I got a new Prince shirt. I'll show it to you after I do my Benatar thing. So there you go. Also got a pick from one of the roadies as well. So that was kind of cool as well. So had a great time at Benatar. My next concert is Keith Urban next month. And I got another gig this week. First gig since May 13th. This Saturday night. So can't wait for that. Now, let's get on to your number ones for the last 2 weeks. Last week we had Captain America Waiting Supreme for a second week. But this week, as and many people expected, Angry Birds reigned supreme at number one with a less than expected $40 million. Who'd have thought that a movie based on a mobile game would do so well? Making 40 mil. I thought it would make more, but maybe because it was too warm out for people to spend money in the movie theater and spend time in the movie theater. It was so nice out all weekend. Neighbors 2 didn't debut at number one like the first one, but it did well to debut at number 3 with 25 mil. Well, the other guys got demolished. I knew it would be the odd man out, and it was. The Op Buddy movie with Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe only made 11 million. So there you go. Billboard number one rise. Drake reigned supreme for the last 2 weeks. 3 weeks in a row now. Last week was number one, and now this week he was number one again with views from the 6. While Chance, the guy from Odd Future, Chance the Rapper debuted at number 8. And it was made history as the first streaming exclusive project to stream on the Billboard chart. You know, the debut on the Billboard chart, an exclusive streaming only. There's only limited one service. Kanye doesn't count. But we've had a little bit of a flip-flop in the number 1 single for the last 2 weeks since I haven't made an Atakline. Last week, Justin Timberlake's new song, Can't Fight the Feeling, debuted at number 1 on the Hot 100. But this week, Drake got back at number 1, second non-consecutive week for One Dance. So once again, he's got the number 1 album and single on the Billboard chart. And Panda is number 2 still, the former number 1 single. Still stuck at the top. Well, Justin Timberlake is at number 3. Of course, a lot of songs got a couple bounces from the Billboard Awards, including 7 Years Old by Lucas Graham. And other big songs got some big hits from the Billboard Awards, which of course happened this past Sunday night. The big winner was The Weeknd, winning 8. They were presented on and off air. He won Best R&B Song for The Hills. He won Best Hot 100 Artist. He won Best Song Sales Artist, Radio Songs Artist, Streaming Songs Artist, Top R&B Artist, Top R&B Album for Beauty Behind the Madness, and Top Streaming Song Audio for The Hills. Adele won a bit too. Even though she wasn't able to present except live, she did have the winning Best Top 200 Album for 25, and Top Artist of the Year, and Top Female Artist, and Top Billboard 200 Artist. So she won 4 awards. Short Achievement Award, voted by the fans, went to Rihanna for some reason. Other winners: Meek Mill won Best Rap Album, Chris Stapleton won Best Country Album, Best Country Artist went to, well, actually Best Country Song, Thomas Rhett won for Dial a Happy Man over Girl Crush. Best Country Artist went to Luke Bryan. Bieber won Top Male. Top Duo Group, even if they haven't done anything recently because of hiatus, One Direction still won out. Performances I talked about. Kiss's performance with Ben Folds, a tribute to Bob Dylan. After not being allowed to perform by record label, we kindled their stance on it. Just like Fire from Pink, I'm not a big fan of the song, but I like the performance. Of course, Britney Spears medley. Big talk about. Yes, I heard some live vocals underneath the backing track lip syncing, but it's still a decent way to open up. But of course, the biggest talk was the Prince tribute from Madonna. Come here, a little Prince tribute. Got a Prince t-shirt, Gibraltar Trade Center, Mount Clemens, handmade. Silver could have been a lot bigger, but handmade, bedazzled, sparkly Prince symbol shirts. Awesome. Premiering it the last couple days, though. But it's awesome. My stance on the Prince tribute from Madonna. A lot of people have had their opinions on it. I liked it. You know, I think I agree with some people, including Dr. Fink from The Revolution, now fronts a Prince tribute band, the Purple Experience, who will be here in Detroit tomorrow night. She should have done more. Besides, just nothing compares to you. Segue to Purple Rain. I did like Questlove introducing it. He delivered a great speech. But I agree, Prince deserves more. Yes, I would love to have seen Sheila E. up there in the time and people that were more associated with Prince and more than just a form of flame like Madonna was. And I'm a Madonna freak. Madonna's like one of my gods besides Madonna, Michael, and Prince are like my 3 musical gods. So I didn't mind. Like some people thought Madonna sounded bad. She's not the best singer in the world, and I know that. But she's a great interpreter. She tried her best. But I know BET Awards, who threw shade at Billboard, posting a video saying, yeah, we saw that too. We got you. And I think they will put on the better tribute. Definitely. They will put on the better tribute. on June 26th. And they will have the time in Sheila E. They gotta. And speaking of Prince, got another Prince mag today. Ebony released their Prince tribute. I can't find it right now. Oh. There you go. Here's the Ebony with Prince on the cover this month. Where's the... Oh, that's a cool little ad there. They're probably gonna have like this is a regular issue, but they probably will have like a proper commemorative because like they had one for Michael. They should have like a real commemorative for Prince, not just a regular issue. So there you go. Now on with some more award show news. Besides the Billboard Awards taking place this past Sunday, speaking of award shows on ABC, which was the home of Billboard, they announced who's hosting the 50th annual CMA Awards, set to take place November 2nd at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville again. If you follow the CMAs and have followed the hosting job for the last couple of years, when you find out who's hosting, you're probably saying, no shit. Again, the best co-hosting duo in all of award shows, next to Tina and Amy. Tina and Amy's probably number one. But the second best hosting duo is Carrie Underwood and Brad Paisley. They'll be hosting again, like I said, for the 8th year or 9th year in a row. Because both are currently undergoing tours promoting their last albums. Saw Brad earlier this year in Saginaw, Michigan, on his continuing what's been named anything like the Country Nation Tour, but it's now called the Crushing It World Tour. He did crush it that night. Of course, Carrie's ongoing on the Storyteller Tour. And they're both excited to host again on November 2nd, the 50th annual CMAs. Last year we had the 50th ACMs. That was last year. And this year, 50th CMAs. Taking place in Bridgestone. They're not going to do like what the ACMs did and go to like Cowboy Stadium. They're staying put in Nashville. So there you go. Can't wait to see CMAs in November. Probably get the nominations around late August. For the statement from Brad and Carrie, Carrie said, I really enjoy hosting the CMAs with Brad. Of course, we have fun up there, but we take the responsibility of honoring the best artists in the format and shining a positive light on country music very seriously, even if it's with drum loops and hip-hop beats now. Brad adds, with Carrie and I have certainly hit our stride in terms of balancing humor and genuine respect for the nominees and winners. This year, the stakes are higher than ever. We honor the legacy and traditions of the past 50 years. That's key word, tradition. Something. On a tradition, you had a lot of untraditional country sounds in what they would like to call bro country, in the word pop country now. So, bro country, pop country, but still, some people feel like it's. Some people do wave the country flag like Chris Stapleton, among others. So curious to see the CMAs in November, and hopefully they bring some guests like real country stars and not pop stars like Ariana Grande the last couple of years, Fall Out Boy last year. So there you go. Speaking of bands who have been decently embraced by country radio, especially for the hit song Who Says You Can't Go Home about 10 years ago, Bon Jovi, they're back in the studio working on the next album. Of course, they've had a lot of drama for the last couple of years with the departure of Richie Sambora in 2013 in the midst of their Because We Can tour. It was kind of an amicable split, but it still feels weird without Richie Sambora involved. Last year, they did release a one-off album, Burning Bridges, which was a outtakes album, which was meant to be a end-of-an-era album, as was the final contractual album that Bon Jovi would release under the Universal Music Group Bandwagon, a label and company they've been a part of for 30 years. And there were some demeaning lyrics in the songs that would lead towards the breakup of that relationship. But after all that, they kissed ass And now they're back under the Universal bandwagon. This time not on the Mercury Records, but Island Records. They released a photo today about the album being completed. And then they're back under the Universal bandwagon with a Twitter photo with John, David Bryan, Rico Torres, Hugh McDonald, their bassist, who has been... You don't see him on the album covers. He's a touring musician. It's like Daryl Jones and the Rolling Stones. You don't see him on the album covers, just the main four Stones. And of course, the new guitarist, Phil X. This is the first full album without Richie. Because some of the songs in Burning Bridges did contain Richie. But that was, like I said, a throwaway album, a conceptually obligated album. But it's the first full album with Phil X called This House Is Not For Sale. The album is completed. They're back on Universal Records. This time, Island Records. Back in UMG despite all the Burning Bridges dissing. So they basically kissed the ass and made up. So there you go. No word on the album release date, but expect a tour to follow. They're doing some more updates. Expect a full tour by the end of the year. Or beginning of next year. So there you go with that. And the end of this Atakline. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry it's been about for an Atakline. So hopefully it won't be this much of a break between Ataklines again. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the news. From Zach. See you later. Yeah.